You're still looking at me. I'm super excited about being here for sure. And I hope I'm not being too loud for everybody else here. And then, hi guys, welcome back to Coffee with Kyan. I'm really excited about having the entrepreneur seat back first of all, and I have this lady standing next to me. I'm trying to make her even more uncomfortable by not letting her talk and just exchange weird eye contact. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you, Kacee Hayes.
Hey guys.
Hi, how are you feeling?
Terrified.
I'm sure you'll be great.
Yeah.
I think you and I have talked about you coming on board for so long now. I'm super excited to talk about Moonbird Coffee. Yay! So, Kacee, you're the owner of Moonbird Coffee, right?
Yes.
Cool. Let's dive into the good stuff first. But before we get to actually Moonbird, can you tell us a little bit about your journey with coffee and your journey to Moonbird?
Sure. So, I went to college for social work. I graduated in 2009 and moved to Atlanta thinking that I'd find a job. And I didn't, because the economy was terrible. So, I ended up taking a job in social work, but it didn't work out. They wanted me to basically scam the government. So
Wow.
obviously.
So you're actually a coffee worker?
So obviously I quit that in 2 weeks and called back a place that offered me a job at a coffee shop and ended up working there. So I worked there about 2 years, managed everything, and then I ended up leaving for social work. So
Oh wow.
yeah, then I had a good job and worked there about 4 years before I got burnt out. So after that I went back to coffee and have been working in it ever since.
What was the love of coffee? Where did the love of coffee come from?
I think I've been drinking coffee since I was a little kid. I used to go over to my grandma's house and she would give me coffee. I don't think my parents knew, but I loved it and my grandmother didn't care. So then in high school I basically started skipping class and would go to a coffee shop. And it was the best thing ever. So yeah, I continued to go to this one particular one through college and kind of made friends there, studied there, basically lived there. So
Can you share what the coffee place is?
yeah, it's called Black Dog Coffee on Lake Ella in Tallahassee.
Very cool. Are they still there?
Yes.
Wow. Special shout out to them if you're watching this. I know that hopefully one day you'll be watching this.
I think they've been there for 20 or 25 years now, so they're not going anywhere.
That's an amazing story to tell.
Mhm.
Yeah. I went to school at UMass Amherst, and there's one coffee shop. It's called Rouse Coffee Shop it's very dear to my heart.
Yeah.
I think that's partially all the schooling, studying for the exams, studying for projects. I think obviously this kicked in is much needed by
Yes.
who knows when.
Mhm.
Cool. So I know you managed everything from the beginning to the end at the previous coffee shop you used to work for. So how did that connect into you actually owning a place like this? That's so cool.
So I kind of got burnt out at that coffee shop. I had met obviously tons of people, and I let Mike Plummer, the owner of Southbound Downstairs, know that I was probably going to end up leaving there. So he asked what I was planning to do, and I said probably social work again. And he asked if I really wanted to, and I said no, but I couldn't stay there forever. And so we had a meeting the next week, and he said they had the space, so go for it if I wanted to. So
that's a fantastic opportunity.
yes.
Well, so from that conversation to it actually opened last year, right? 2017?
Yes, we opened June 2017.
Almost a 1 year anniversary coming out in
Yes.
June.
Mm-hmm.
How long did that happen between the meeting to actually opening in June 2017?
I think it was about 2 months was all.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, 2, maybe 3 months. So it was a lot.
That's a lot of work of going behind it from applying for business license and all
of it.
Inspections.
And during that time, actually, the bridge, I-85, was collapsed.
Yes.
So it was taking me about 4 hours to get to and from my house every day. So it was rough.
What was going through your mind at that point that, oh, I'm trying to get this started, 85 collapsed in Atlanta. I think most of you knew that story. It collapsed for about a little over, almost 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
And then did you took that as a sign that maybe this is not meant for you?
No, it just gave me a lot of time to think and kind of plan things in the car. You know, aside from road rage and everything, I had time to think, so.
I appreciate that positivity. Because a lot of people take it as, maybe this is not for me, maybe it's a sign, maybe I should be doing something else. But we're really glad that you stick to that decision and make this happen. And obviously want to thank Mike for the opportunity as well. That
definitely.
Most of us love the food. Actually, all of us love the food. I haven't think about anybody who doesn't love the octopus. Was great. Please bring it back. And obviously, the fried chicken is awesome, and I love their ramen too.
Everything's good.
Everything is amazing down here in the bar. So, where did the idea of Moonbird come from?
It actually came from the Shel Silverstein poem, Where the Sidewalk Ends. It's a poem that you read kind of as a little kid, and you don't understand it then, but it says basically that adults take life too seriously, and they kind of need to get to the place where kids are and step back and just kind of enjoy things again.
So I can do that child pose.
Mm-hmm.
And who designed the logo?
Scott Kacee. He also designs Southbound. He designs a bunch of different companies in Chamblee, so yeah, he's great. He also puts on yearly art shows here during October, so.
Thank you, Scott. And I have the white version, and you have a white and also the off color, right?
Yes.
I have that on my MacBook Pro. Look at it every day. So tell me a little about Chamblee now. You've been here since June 2017.
Yeah. It's changing a lot. A lot of businesses are moving in. A lot of apartments and condos are moving in. So they're trying to make the city more walkable, and there's just a lot going on. Actually, coming up on Earth Day, April 22nd, there's going to be a little event going on, a marketplace put on by the guy who I donate coffee grounds to. It's called the Life Cooperative, and they're going to be in the Senior Connections parking lot. There's going to be art, there's going to be plants, there's going to be coffee. I mean, it's going to be really cool, so.
That's cool. Wow. Which, on the side note, personal note, excuse me guys, I do a lot of gardening as well. So if you have coffee grounds, I would love to be the one who take them
He makes compost, so.
That's fantastic.
You could get in with him and he'd give you some. I actually just filled up my entire garden with compost, so.
Keep it natural.
Yes.
So we talked a little bit more about the local scene as well. You being in Chamblee, Southbound being a great neighbor / partner. I also noticed that lots of your products, especially the coffee that you serve, can we tell us a little bit more about your products?
So the roaster is Coffee M, and they're located in Lawrenceville.
Hi, Lawrenceville, Georgia.
Yes, it's amazing. I get my tea from Zen Tea right down the street in Chamblee. My pastries come from Twisted Pastry, and that is Doraville. And I have syrups and sauces that actually aren't local. They come from Portland. It's called Holy Cacao, but they're just a really good brand. So
that's fantastic. So how has your relationship been like working with different type of small business owner to entrepreneur like yourself, and then utilizing their products and all? How has that relationship been?
It's nice because I feel like knowing these people that own these businesses, and because they are so small, they actually care about the products that they're producing. So I think the quality is so much better, and using all of them just makes for better coffee and tea and everything here. So it's really cool to know them on a personal level and kind of support one another.
How does that reflect with your brand and Moonbird?
Well, basically, Moonbird, the vibe that I get from like the coffee shops that I cherish are like a sense of community. So I wanted to create a space where people could come enjoy really good coffee and kind of make lasting friendships and kind of have this as their place. So, yeah.
I think that definitely make a big difference.
Yeah.
And we definitely see the passion as you
Oh, yeah.
craft every single cup of coffee. We'll always love, even though sometimes that there's a long line, and the line is not even we're talking about like 5-10 people, sometimes over a dozen. It does get very, very crowded. You know, and this is such a gorgeous space. As you see that behind us, we love the care, the relationship that you build, and the friendship that you build over through everybody else. Does that seem like something that makes definitely really stand out from Moonbird versus any other coffee shops around here?
Well, and two, honestly, it's mostly only me. So every time you come in here, you're gonna see me. So you should have kind of a consistent experience. Hopefully, I'm friendly. Hopefully, I'm in a good mood, and the coffee should be the same that you get every time because it's only me.
It shows the love, for
Yes.
sure. This is so good. So since June 2017, I know you're coming on your anniversary soon for
Right.
1 year. What was the first 3 months like?
Terrible. I mean, great, but terrible. I was basically working from about 5 a.m. until I couldn't take it anymore, probably around 10 p.m. There's a lot involved, and you never know, just starting out, how much product you're going to need, what kind of business flow you're going to have, how many pastries to buy. You have no idea how to do accounting. I mean, everything is brand new, and just opening, you open and then you think, oh no, I don't have like this particular whisk or this, whatever it might be, and so it was all a big learning experience. So I think after the first 3 months, things kind of settled down, and I kind of have things under control now.
I pick a random number, 3 months. So it was really about 3 months of
It probably
adjusting,
was.
learning.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people that, it sounds like a great idea,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to pinpoint out there are a lot of entrepreneurs
Mm-hmm.
versus entrepreneurs.
Yes.
It sounds great to have your own business, you set your own hours, but a lot of people don't see beyond the business hour of, say, like you open at 7:30, right?
7:30 to 2:30.
To 2:30, Tuesday through Saturday.
Saturday is actually 8 to 3.
8 to 3.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't see beyond the business hour. Think, oh, you're coming in and open it probably half an hour before and close down for half an hour. But they actually work like yourself. You're a one-person company.
Right.
You work an amount of love beyond that.
I usually get here about an hour beforehand and stay at least typically 45 minutes after. And then you have inventory runs, you have, again, accounting. I mean, it takes a lot.
And sometimes random hits of trucks is coming in later,
Oh,
or
yeah.
suppliers are low.
Yeah.
And have you ever run out of coffee completely?
No.
That's
No.
good.
Definitely not.
Thank you, Coffee Amp, because that, yeah, matcha latte is great, but definitely.
Yes.
Wow. So tell us a little bit more about your product, because I just mentioned matcha latte. That's one of my personal favorite with
Yeah.
almond milk or soy milk.
Mm-hmm.
So
So the matcha comes from Zen Tea. Connie owns Zen Tea, and if you walk in, you probably see about 500 different teas. I carry about 5 of them. So, and the matcha. You get your basics, Earl Grey, English breakfast, jasmine, and then a couple herbal, chamomile, and mint ginger mint. So I think the basics are covered. But if you want something more than that, you can always go down the street too.
fantastic. What are some of the lattes that you would personally want to pinpoint out that most of us that came to a coffee shop probably order a latte, will order a iced coffee? What are some of the things on your product on your menu that you
My
stand out?
favorites? I really love the Mexican mocha. It's spicy. It has chocolate, ancho chili, chipotle, and cinnamon. It was going to be a seasonal drink, but I loved it so much it's going to stay forever.
And Rachel Flash will be very happy with that one.
And before that, my favorite was the cardamom latte. It has that good flavor that you find in Turkish and Indian desserts. It's strong, so it doesn't make the latte actually sweet. It just gives it that great flavor.
It was, I have a lot. I don't want to even say spicy. You can taste the spice, but it's not overwhelmingly overpowering.
Right.
They got a really nice hit your flavor, almost like a spicy wine, but that's not biting your tongue. I love that.
I like that. That's
Cool.
a good description.
Cool. So what's next for Moonbird?
Just continue to grow. Maybe one day you'll see a standalone shop, but right now I'm happy right here. I think it's a good space, a good crowd, and yeah, hopefully eventually you'll see little moonbirds around.
Cool. Are you looking to? Would you grow outside of Chamblee area as well?
I would. I personally don't live in Chamblee. I live in the West End, so it would be nice to kind of have one on each side. But we'll see.
Come to Midtown or West Midtown.
Yeah.
Yay.
Midtown and West End are close.
And especially having Southbound that gave us a really nice home here to start, and then the venue is gorgeous, and they do. I think the one afternoon I came in with my other half is that heard that there's music playing,
Yes.
and a high school band which did not sound like a high school band stereotypical type. I was thinking that they were so fantastic and phenomenal and mature actually.
Losing Daylight.
Losing
They were
Daylight.
great.
They were amazing. So if you're watching this, please help us share, comment, and like. So in the next, do you have any upcoming events that you'd like us to showcase or talk about?
No, I don't have anything on the books just yet. If you want to come perform at Moonbird for coffee and pastries, feel free to let me know. You can send me an email through our website. We just got through with the Girl Scouts and a couple of other bands played, so that was cool. But on Saturdays, for the time being, we're showing cartoons. So you can bring your kids in, kind of set them in front of the screen and actually enjoy your coffee. So yeah, that's all that's lined up right now.
Fantastic. If you'd like to contact Kacee, I know you're available through Facebook, Instagram,
Yeah.
and your website, which the web address is
Moonbirdcoffee.com.
moonbirdcoffee.com. Thank you, Kacee.
Thank you.
And then one last question. For anybody else that was in your shoes, maybe roughly about 12 to 14 months ago,
Right.
that was at that intersection, not sure which direction to turn, what words of advice would you have for them?
Just go for it. I mean, that's all that I can say, really. You just got to take a chance and see what happens, because, you know, things might go terribly, but then you'll have a little bit of debt and you'll move on, or things might go great. So just give it a shot and see where you end up.
Thank you. Great words of advice. And then I wish you continued success. And thank you for taking such a great care of us, that most of us at IT Works that keep coming in here. And these are mugs for you and Melissa
Thank
as
you.
well. Thank you for taking such a great care of us. And then guys, come by Moonbird and Moonbird Coffee in Chamblee, Georgia. And then we'll see you guys next week. Bye.